All right, everyone. In today's video, we are going to be talking about how Chelsea could be doing so much better. And before you click off this video, I understand we're only 2 matches into this season, but let's look at this. You could have chicken and rice for dinner, which again is a great meal, but you could have chicken Alfredo, which is so much better. Why would you not want to have that? Chelsea could have all 6 points right now after 2 matches and be on top of the table, yet we're sitting in 15th position with 1 point from the Liverpool match. Now, before we dive into all that, again, we should be grateful that we have at least 1 point because we could have 0 points and be at the bottom of the table too. That is a possibility, but we are not in that situation. That all being said, though, Chelsea have been doing better already this season compared to last season, because if you were to look at what Graham Potter was doing, and arguably Thomas Tuchel as well, even though it was mostly Graham Potter last season, we were all 6 and 7s. There was no tactics. There was nothing going on at this club that really shined and said, you know what, that's my club. I understand their identity and I know exactly what they're doing. Not the case last year. This season itself, with Pochettino, we already know what we're doing. We're being more possession dominant. We are more attacking. We're having players drive into the box. We just cannot create chances and finish those chances. And we are creating chances, I should say. It's more or less we're not finishing those chances. And that has been an issue and an ongoing problem for Chelsea for multiple seasons, not just this season and not just last season, probably the last couple of seasons, maybe 3, 4, and that's been a telltale sign for Chelsea. Now, that all being said, though, this is not too surprising because Pochettino, first season, 2 matches under his belt, one against Liverpool, again, got a point there, a big point right there. I'm not going to lie, because Liverpool are a pretty good team this year. If you have not watched my video, I have them winning the league this season, which again, may be way off by the end of the season, but still, they are one of the front runners because we've already seen them go toe-to-toe with Manchester City and actually win the Premier League. So again, they are one of the only teams that have been able to do that with Pep as the manager at Man City. So again, that's why I'm picking them. But overall, let's break it down how Chelsea can be doing better. Now, we've already talked about the scoring. If we start scoring, that's going to be a huge improvement. And our next couple of fixtures, really, this is the driving point for Chelsea. If we do not get all 9 points, this season can go in a completely different direction. But we play Luton, then we play Wembley, that's for the EFL, so again, we're not going to count that one. But then we go on to play Nottingham Forest and Bournemouth. Those are 3 matches, and of those 3 matches, 2 are at home and 1 is away. We should be getting all 9 points, and therefore, again, seeing Chelsea move up the table. Now, granted, we are sitting in 15th position with 1 point. Again, we could be at the bottom of the table. We could possibly be at the top of the table, but we're sitting at 15th after 2 matches. I'm not going to lose any sleep over that, nor should you as a fan, because, again, the season is such a long season. But these next couple matches, we need to find the back of the net, because if we do not, these are some of the bottom teams that, again, have been up for debate for relegation. And if Chelsea cannot score against them, there is going to be some major issues going forward when we play bigger clubs like Arsenal, Manchester City, Manchester United. These teams that actually have better defenses, and therefore, again, this is a time frame that we need to start gelling with these players and getting going. Now, we are fortunate enough that now we do have Caicedo, we have Lavia, so we do have that CDM player to, again, allow us to play a 4-2-3-1, which, again, we all know is Pochettino's style. Again, this is what we thought we were going to see. We have not seen it just yet. We've been seeing about a 3-4-3 or roughly around those trademarks with the 5 in the back, and therefore, again, we haven't been able to really have the attacking power in the midfield and in the attacking third. So therefore, again, in the future reference, we should be able to have more players in that midfield and also more players attacking, which again, if we have more players in the box, should lead to more goals, hopefully. Now, that all being said, that we still need to talk about our defense, which again, has been pretty bad so far this season. And I'm starting to worry about Thiago Silva, if I'm not going to lie. The age might be creeping in, which again, I didn't think this was going to happen just because the last couple of seasons, it was one of those talking points that eventually is going to add to his age, and therefore we're going to see some issues. It wasn't the issue the last couple of seasons, but this season might be the final season that we see Thiago start going on the decline, which is going to be a problem because Wesley Fofana is out with that big injury with the ACL. Most likely will not see him this season, and therefore, again, Battlefield, Colwell, Axel Disasi, and I'm trying to think of the other player. I guess you could put Trevor Chalobah there, but I have no idea if we're actually going to see him or not. Reece James, Cucurella, and Chilwell are going to be our main defenders this season. And this could be the issue. But again, if we can keep our back line rock solid with Caicedo in front of them, that is going to be a huge take-a point. Because again, if we can keep our clean sheets and again, keep teams on their back heels throughout the entire match. And if we can score goals early on, they have to come out of their shell. And again, Chelsea can really expose a lot of those open spaces, especially with our wingers, with Noni, with Sterling, with Mudryk. All these players, again, have the capability and running into it. You could even say Madsen as well, and even Nkunku when he comes back from his injury as well. We have the players that, again, can dominate and dictate games, but if we go behind in matches, this is where Chelsea have struggled. We saw this with the West Ham game, because when a team is up on Chelsea, they can sit back, and most of our players that are creative really cannot do anything against the low block, and we do not have the height really with our players that we do play, because again, Sterling, Noni, Mudryk, Jackson arguably, yes, is physical inside the box, but these aren't players who are going to win the cross or a header on the ball. Chilwell is the only guy, because sometimes he can sneak into that back post, but still, that's not really winning a header, and that is going to be one of the issues with Chelsea. But still, if Chelsea can dictate these matches, dictate their defense, and also start creating more chances and finding the back of the net, we will see us start moving up the table. Now, granted, if we do win all these games here, we should see ourselves with 10 points. I'm not sure exactly what that puts us on the table, which should be higher than the 15th position that we are right now. But again, who knows what the rest of the league will be going at that time frame. But still, if we can win these next 3 games, which we should win these next 3 games in the Premier League, we should see Chelsea going on this trajectory where, again, getting this momentum, getting all the players in the right style, gelling, and again, creating chances and not allowing teams to score against us, will see Chelsea play so much better. And I think the fans, you yourself, yes, watching this video, will be happy with it. I guarantee. I know right now there's some worrisome against West Ham, but still, early on in the season, only second match, we do not play well against West Ham. So again, I'm not too surprised by the results with this. Give it more time and we'll see what happens with Pochettino. But again, there are a few things that we do need to worry about, and that is the goal scoring and our defense as of right now. Those are 2 big issues that Pochettino has to figure out, and hopefully he can figure it out sooner than later, because if not, it will be another long season. So that is all I have for you today in this video. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe down below. I greatly appreciate that, and I will see you in our next video.